All right, well, listen, everybody, we want to welcome you to our regular Monday night. We call it our 2 Minute Miracle. And the reason we call it the 2 Minute Miracle is because we are going to demonstrate a very powerful software platform tonight for you called Automatic Lead Tools. We're not going to demonstrate everything that's included, but I'm going to show you some simple strategies and a way for you to change your life forever using the Automatic Lead Tools lead generation software. These are automated tools that produce leads for you on a daily basis. Now, we know that the biggest challenge that we have, network marketers, home-based business entrepreneurs, maybe you're selling items over on eBay or out on Craigslist or whatever it might be, the greatest need and the purpose of this presentation of the software that you're going to see demonstrated tonight is really to give you and your organizations, because there are many of you that are already involved in other network marketing companies, and you've been invited here by somebody because most network marketers, home-based business owners are struggling mightily for two specific reasons. And so home-based business owners and business entrepreneurs, they face these problems on a daily basis. And that's why we have, sadly, what we call the 97% club. It's a known fact that 97% of all people who start a home-based business fail. And you have to wonder why that is. I mean, there's some really great people that I've worked with for years, and people that we've tried to help that have great personalities. They have fairly good skill sets as far as communication and commitment. But, the problem is if you don't have qualified people that are truly interested in your business opportunity, your products, or your services, you're going to not have a very good chance of succeeding no matter what it is that you're doing. Not only do you need to have people to talk to who are qualified and targeted and who would be interested in finding out what you are doing, but you also need to have a delivery system, a professional sales presentation. And, unfortunately, most people that get involved in this industry are not salespeople by nature. And so most of you, even that are not salespeople, you don't really want to be a salesperson. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. You definitely need to be able to build relationship with people. Let's face it, whether a person's going to spend 100, 500, or $5,000 with you, if you don't talk to them at any time, the chances of them joining you are minimal. And when I started in this industry back in, it's hard to say, I'm going to be 59 here in a couple of weeks, but I started my first business, my home-based business, when I was 18, and I've been a full-time marketer now since, 21 years ago. And I struggled mightily up until about 12 years ago. And that's when I met my mentor. And he told me one thing that changed my life, truly changed my life forever. You know what that was? He said, Scott, how many people? I'm talking about real people, interested people, not your brother, not your sister, not your cousin. How many people are you talking to on a daily basis? How many qualified prospects do you communicate with daily? And honestly, when he asked me that, I was quite embarrassed because I told him I probably talked to a couple of people each and every week, at least about my products and at least about my opportunity. And he kind of chuckled. He said, "Do you realize that 6 and 7 figure per year earners on the average are talking to a minimum of between 5 and 10 new prospects each and every day?" Now, we know that a lot of us do emailing. I do a lot of emailing, a lot of voice broadcasting, and a lot of chatting with people over in Facebook. But just think, if you were to endeavor to talk to 5 to 10 people every day, you'd be talking to between 150 and 300 new prospects each and every month. And if you just found that only 10% of those people were interested, do you think you might start to enjoy some amazing success in your business if you had 15 to 30 highly qualified prospects that you could add to your list and follow up with on a daily or weekly basis about whatever business, whatever opportunity, or whatever products and services you wanted to promote? And so without this number being met, your likelihood of success in whatever you're doing is let's just put it this way: the cards are stacked against you. Now, the second greatest challenge you have is that when you get involved with a new business, you need to make money. And unfortunately, making money in our industry is not an easy thing to do. It takes time. If you're in a traditional network marketing business, unless you have a bunch of people on a list that you've had, like myself, where you can contact 50 to 100 people a day for your first week after joining, you can get a few people to join just because they want to work with you. But if you do not have a list, and I'm sure if I were to go down and talk to each and every one of you individually tonight, you would probably tell me that you do not have much, if any, contact list. And so the problem that you're going to run into in your first 90 days, and probably could be longer than that, is you're really not going to make a lot of money if you don't have people to talk to. And one of the things I love about this software with automatic lead tools is that Stefan and Scott Agee, the two people who started Automatic Lead Tools, have put together an incredible affiliate commission structure that pays out 80% commission. So let's just say that you're working like my friend Fred. He's in a new cryptocurrency business, and he has 20 people in his group, and they're all struggling because they don't have people to talk to. Do you realize that Fred can actually be helping people like Richard and Gary Deaston and Sharon? He can really be helping them by referring them to this software, because once they have this software, as you're going to see in just a moment, they're going to be able to generate as many qualified prospects on a daily basis with one single click of the mouse in less than 1 to 2 minutes. And what is it going to do for Fred? Fred is going to see the productivity of Sharon and Gary and Richard and others in his business start to be able to duplicate what he's doing. He's also going to be able to earn some upfront money so that he can get by that first lean 90 days in a new business. Because what happens to the average networker when they join a business is they've got to, number one, they've got to spend a lot of money, right? They got to spend $400 or $500, sometimes thousands of dollars to join their business. And then they've got to commit to purchasing X amount of products on a weekly or monthly basis so that they can get paid. If they're not earning money within their first 90 days, what are they going to do? They're going to not be able to afford their auto ship. They're going to lose interest. They're going to become discouraged, and they're going to become what is the biggest problem in our industry: giving up before they have success. They won't be able to stay in the business because they'll become discouraged that they're not making any money or having success. And this is exactly the purpose of this webinar tonight. The Automatic Lead Tools software and tools suite provides you a simple and effective method of solving both of these two major problems. This software gives you 5 built-in tools that are all included in the software platform. And we're going to focus tonight in our demonstration on our data miner, because this is the hub of what we do. We're going to solve that major problem, and you're never ever going to have to want for people to talk to again. The data miner will allow you or any small business owner, salesperson, network marketer, home-based business entrepreneur to generate unlimited targeted prospects with a single click of blah, 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 a simple click of the mouse in less than a minute. And then, of course, you need tools to do the presenting. Like this webinar is being recorded tonight, so I could load this on our state-of-the-art webinar on demand system. You can use this webinar because you're going to have a copy of it, and you can use it for your own webinar on demand. So now you're going to be able to give your prospects a recorded webinar that looks like it's live anytime that you want. So if you're talking to your person and you're talking about the ALT software and they want to see it work and they want to go to a webinar and there isn't one for a few days, then you can send them to your very own webinar on demand system. Third, we have an incredible voice broadcasting platform that literally will allow you to talk to thousands of people, not live, but you'll be able to leave your pre-recorded advertisement or your voice message. And with a click of a button, you're going to be able to send out thousands, tens of thousands of messages to people who are already involved in the industry that you're promoting or are interested in the products that you're selling. And this happens automatically. You can connect live with them. They can listen to your message and press 1 and they'll ring right into your home phone number, or you can just have them leave a voice message on your voice mailbox and you can call them back, or you can just say, hey, to find out more information, go to www.mycryptocurrency.com, and they can go there and they can watch a professional presentation. Fourth is that professional custom sales funnels where you'll be able to create the most incredible and professional sales funnels and presentations that you've ever seen. It's got the opportunity is there for you to be able to create your own sales funnel using your own videos. You can use your custom graphics, colors, logos of your company, and it's also got a number of different lead capture pages that are tied in. So when people go in there and they put their name and their phone number and their email, you can link that right up with your autoresponder, and automatic messages and invitations to different videos and presentations will be right at your prospects' fingertips. And then brand new, just came out about 2-3 months ago, they have now instituted a live inbound call center. This is a wonderful tool. It's a new tool. It's kind of still gaining some traction that actually will allow you to take live incoming sales calls from people that are responding to help wanted ads, business opportunity ads, and small business owners ads out there on Craigslist and different places on the internet. And you can answer these calls if you want. You want to probably log on and leave your system on all day, and you'll probably end up getting a few calls of people that are interested in finding out more about the opportunity. And when you make the sale, you'll earn a $400 commission, and that means some instant money in your pocket. So let's go jump over and let me give you a quick demo here. I'm going to go ahead and log in. When you purchase your software, you'll have your own website. And let me see if I can find my login. Oh, there it is. They moved it. All right. So I'm just going to log in. And this will take me to my back office. And this is a welcome video. You'll want to watch that when you first join, and then make sure you drop down here and join our Facebook group. We have quite a group, over 1,000 members over at Facebook. It's a private group, so you'll be able to get support questions and just a lot of ideas of what some of our different members are doing with the software. And it's a great place to go over a couple times a day and just read some of the posts over there, get your questions answered. You can make your own post and everything, and it's a good place to be. But I'm going to go up here and I'm going to go to my ALT software. You can see here's where you can find all of the software, and I'm going to focus on the data mining software. I'm going to click on that. It's already downloaded, and I'm going to go ahead and click Access Software. Now back here, you'll see that you can access either Google, Bing. Those are two major search engines. If you're wanting online classifieds, or what we call yellow pages, Merchant Circle and Yelp. And then Craigslist, everybody knows what Craigslist is, and Backpage are online classifieds. Now, in this example I'm about to do now, I'm going to go into Google because it's the largest of all search engines. I'm going to click on Google, and you can see here it's going to give me email and phone number extractions, okay? And you can enter up to 7 keywords. You don't need to separate them with anything other than a space. But there's a company that I'm going to use. I'm really going after and promoting this software because the earning potential, I've earned just over $25,000 in my first 70 days of using the software, and it's so easy to do that. So I'm going to go in and I'm going to look. There's a big telecommunications company that I used to be a member of called ACN. I think that stands for American Communications Network. So I'm going to click Extract Leads. Now what's going to happen, you're going to immediately, let me scroll down here a little bit, you're immediately going to see email addresses and phone numbers start to populate this screen. There's a lot of obviously duplicates in here because what it's doing right now is it's going through all of the first 100 pages of Google, and it's pulling out all the phone numbers and all the email addresses of anybody who is using ACN in any posting, any advertisement, any Facebook groups, any blogs, any articles. And those are the people that you want to communicate with, especially the people that I'm going after, because I can guarantee these people are advertising. Why? They're advertising because they don't have people to talk with. And there's a lot of these people are spending a ton of money placing ads using search engine optimization and pay per click. You can see it's been about a minute now, and I'm just going to go ahead and click complete. And in just a minute's time, this is just an example, it would have gone on for another few minutes, but look at, I've extracted 2,850 email addresses. Remember, that came right off of Google, and 445 phone numbers. These are people that are advertising or posting out on the internet right now, live as we speak, for ACN. So do you think that they're good prospects? Do you think that those might be better than the leads that you might go out and spend $1 to $5 a piece to buy that have been solicited by 500 different lead brokers? They resell leads over and over and over again. Okay, so now you probably say, what are you going to do with that list? Well, I'm going to separate my list, and I've already done that. And you can see I've taken an Excel spreadsheet and I posted all of those email addresses into this. In fact, I got rid of the duplicates, and I think I ended up with, out of the 2,800, I ended up with 1,688 email addresses. Now, I usually send out 200 to 300 emails every day, and it takes me about 5 to 10 minutes, and I'm just going to show you what I did. Okay, what I do, I should say. I've got a pre-written email here that I use, and you can see up in the subject line, it says question about ACN service, or you could just take that out and you could just put in question about ACN. Now, you may wonder why I put the name of the company up in the subject line. When I send out an email, I want to do everything I can for this ACN person who's going to receive this to really want to open my email. And if they see question about ACN or question about ACN business, chances are they're going to read the email. This is the first email I send out. You'll notice there's no mention of automatic lead tools. There's no links, no phone numbers, no nothing, because I want to make this as non-spammy as I can. So I'll read this, and it's always, if you're writing this first little email, you should always keep it very short and to the point. And I always mention the name of the business in the body at least 2 or 3 times. So I start out, hello ACN member. Remember, I'm not members because now it starts spammy. Just reaching out to see how you are doing with your ACN business. I have talked to a lot of members, and I've always heard that the biggest challenge has been that it is difficult to find qualified and interested prospects who might be interested in joining the business or just becoming a customer. So I'm immediately addressing the greatest need of every network marketer. Then I asked them a question. Has this been a problem for you? And they, of course, to themselves, they're saying, duh. Well, if so, I believe I found the perfect solution. It's a powerful software platform that is allowing marketers and small business owners to literally generate thousands of leads off the internet with a click of the mouse, and all within 1 to 2 minutes. If you or any people in your group are struggling in building their business or acquiring customers, let me know. The business associate who told me about this platform has used it to increase his current online business by over 300% and has received nearly $25,000 in earnings helping others in the last 60 days or so. I have a short video of the software in action if you'd like to take a peek. Just reply to this email and I'll shoot it out to you right away. Thanks for taking a moment to read this email, and may your ACN business continue to get better and better each and every day. And then just my name, nothing else, no links, no phone numbers. That way you've identified yourself. What you're trying to do here is to help. And so then I go back to that list, my ACN list, and I'm going to go and up to the top, and I'm going to just do 25 emails at a time. I'm going to copy those first 25, okay? And then I'm going to go up into the BCC. Never put them in the to column. The reason is because you do not want people to see all of those email addresses. And by pasting them into the BCC right here, that stands for blind carbon copy, I can paste. It's going to put those 25 emails addresses in there just like that. Then I can click, and I want to just make sure I copy that main body because I'm going to have to do this. If I'm sending out 100, I'm going to need to do this process 4 times. If I'm going to do 200, 8 times. So now I've copied the body and I click send, and within just a moment that will go out to the first 25. You can see I just sent it. Now I'm going to go back. I'm going to paste that same body right there, and then I'm going to put hello. No, I'm going to put ACN question, or you could put I have a question about ACN. So you want that in the subject line. Now go back over to your BCC, go back to the next 25. You've got those first 25 highlighted there. Now I'm going to go to 26 and go up to 50 right there. And now I'm going to copy those 25. Okay, go back over to the BCC, and I'm going to paste those 25. Now I'll have 50 emails. There they are. Copy it again. Okay, go up here, copy that base, and come back down and send. So far, I've spent 2 minutes doing this exercise. It just shows you the simplicity of doing so. Go back again, paste it the 3rd time, boom, subject, ACN question. You can use different titles as long as you're using the name. Go back to the BCC, grab that Excel spreadsheet, come down to 50. Now that's not, obviously you can see that's not a real email address, so I'll go down to 52, and I'll go up to 80, okay, 81. Somewhere around 25 to 30 at a time should keep you in pretty good shape. You won't get blocked because you want to get these emails delivered. and then you just paste those in there, and you would just repeat that process. If you have a new Gmail account or a Yahoo account, I recommend sending about 100 a day for your first month, and then increase it in your second month up to, maybe 150, and your third month maybe 200, but never go over 300 with a free email provider, because they will shut down your account. Now you can see what you're going to see here is that there are certain bounce backs that come because people have spam filters. You can see here that out of the 75 or 80 that I sent, I've had 5, 10, 13. So usually around 20% will bounce back, and that's just because they have spam filters. Some people have put the incorrect email address in, so around 20% is about normal. If you ever see, like if I would have sent the 75 and this would have said 24 and this would have said 25 and this would have said 25, that means that your email was picked up by Google's spam filter. Like today, I've had this account here for about 5 years, and I usually send 50 at a time, but I think Google is tightening down a little bit, and I sent out 300 emails to this address today. That's what I've been doing for years, and I got about 200 of them automatically blocked because of being picked up as spam. Okay, so you don't have to even worry about these ones. You don't have to take those off your list. Just go ahead and delete those and get rid of them. And then you want to come back and check about 3 or 4 times a day, because you'll see a lot of times somebody will respond. Here was a guy named Victor Azoria. And I wrote him back and I said, "Hi, Victor. Thank you for your interest in finding out more about automatic lead tools. I hope it will be something that you can use to help increase your income and your business quickly. I've been using it now since February. It has increased my business by over 300%. It's allowed me to earn nearly $30,000 in income." Now, I have permission, because remember, he wrote me back. Remember, he gave me permission. It says send video. When a person does that, you want to make sure you go up to their name, take their email, copy the email address like this, and then open up a new Excel spreadsheet. And you can see here, these are leads of people that have asked for information about this software. So I follow up every week by inviting these very people that you see on this list, all 311. You can see I've already added Victor Ozoria to my list, and he was everybody on this list. Every Sunday night gets an email from me, and it just is the one like you got, and it says, I want to invite you to look at some incredible software. And when you keep sending it out to your list and you keep adding every prospect that you have on this list, this is about 2 months worth of building this list, about 8 weeks. And I've taken off a lot of people that have asked to be removed, and a lot of the people that have bought the software. You want to remove anybody that asked to be removed. And when they buy the software, you want to take them off this list. You want to keep it clean. Okay, so build that list, because that's your gold with this software. If you can do like a lot of people are doing, that are generating 5, 10, 15 opt-ins per day by using the software, just imagine what this list is going to look like at the end of a year. Now, I always label, see, you can see up here at top, ALT leads, and I always, so if I was going to close this out, what I do is I go over here and save this, okay? And I would save it to my desktop, because that way I know where it is. And only thing I do is I just go in here, I just cleaned it and added Victor there. So today is the 18th. I just want to know when the last time I cleaned it, and then I just resave it, you see. And then I can just go ahead and close it out. And that's what I do each and every day as far as the emailing. And if you send out 100 to 200 just doing that little practice, you're going to get a few leads like this every day. You send them. This is a pre-recorded 30-minute video demonstration that I have done. And if you are going to be joining us and you'd like a copy, the person that invited you here tonight as your sponsor will definitely be able to provide you with a copy of one of my recorded or their recorded short business presentations. If not, they can get a hold of me and I can get you one. And I just send that out to them. And of course, since they've asked me now, right, they've asked me for information, I always to make sure I include my name, my phone number, and my main website. I have bought the domain Lead Miracle, so I have them go. If they want to go check out the software, they want to go purchase it without talking to me. But normally when people buy this, they're going to call you and ask you questions. And you just want to build relationship. Just make sure that every single time that somebody opts in, you put their name and their email, and if they give you their phone number, put that in there too. And then every single week on Sunday or Monday morning, Sunday night or Monday morning, you're going to get an invite from me to come to the webinar. All the members get that, my personally sponsored, and then you pass that along to all your downline so that they can send out their invite to all of their prospects. And by doing this, by having it in a Excel file, it really makes it simple to stay on top of your follow-up. So that's the email. Now I want to go back into the data miner and I want to show you, let's just say now that I want to go in and I want to get a little bit more targeted. I want to show you a way that you can actually go into specific sites. So I'm going to use Facebook and I'm going to put site hyphen facebook.com/precious metals. Okay, what I'm trying to do is have them go inside of Facebook, and because my main business, my primary networking business is a gold company, you look for places in like YouTube or Facebook where people might be in groups. You can also do this in any website. It could be a blog website. You can go and you can do Boolean searches and you can really dig down deep into the internet. So let's just say I tried that. Let's see if that gets me any. Okay, that didn't work. So let me try this again. I think I did something wrong. I think it's site hyphen Facebook. I don't think I have to put a space in there. Facebook.com. Let's try without the slash. Precious metals. There we go. Now, what it's doing now is it's going into Facebook, and it's anybody here that's advertising precious metals. What it's doing is it's pulling email. These are people that could be in Facebook groups. You can see Divas Gold, Aurora Beads. A lot of these might be online stores. Here's one with Carrot Bars. That's the company that I'm with. You can see anybody that's involved in gold or silver. Phone numbers. Here's CEO Gold Seller. Dubai at yahoo.com. You just don't know what's going to be over there. I'd probably get a little bit more specific, but just to show you that you can go into and how this extractor works, you can see in just a minute, I pulled another 1,289 email addresses and 345 phone numbers. And it's really cool. You can open up this downloaded list in its raw state. It's downloading right now. And what I love about it is that you can separate the columns. These are the emails that they're using, they picked up. And then you can spread the next column, the B column, a little bit. These are all Facebook. And then I love this. This actually shows you where, here you can see the Facebook page. See, here's Liberty Precious Metals. Okay, so let's just say I want to find out what's Liberty Precious Metals. Let's just copy that, right, and go to a separate page and paste that link in and see what comes up. Okay, it says that page is not available. Hope I copied that right. So let's go back over to our data miner. and find that, where did it go? Let's go find another one here. Okay. See, here's carrot bars right here, advertising carrot bars. Let's just see. Here's a precious metals shop, so you can just find out. And I love doing this because it's a great way to find people that are already in the business that may be, and you never know what you're going to get, but here's MC Precious Metals, cash for gold and silver, and it's giving you the prices. And what you can do is come over here and see what they're a little bit about, and then you can actually message them. I could just put, I'll give you an example. First, I'll like their page. Make sure you like that they're a business, like their page. That gets some more rankings. And then I'm just going to put enjoyed your Facebook page and liked it. Liked it, so they know you liked it. Was wondering if you would be open to a new revenue stream with a group of people working together with a online business in Germany who promotes small and affordable 1G, 2.5G, and 5G bullion gold bullion, and can provide you with a significant, oops, make sure you check your spelling, a significant revenue stream quickly online. Now, let me know by messaging me here on Facebook. Now, chances are I'm probably not going to get a reply because he's a precious metal broker. But one thing I have found out is that people that have businesses are just like you and I, except theirs is a traditional business. And this is obviously a small business, and small businesses. I could also have created a message that I could just say, I can also show you how to increase your business using software that can generate thousands of new contacts for you with the click with a single click of the mouse. Bless you. I didn't put my name last time, so I want to this time. So there's just, you just never know what you're going to get. So that's just another way to use this data mining software. And what's really cool is that all your lists that you pull, whether they be emails and phone numbers, are all saved for you back here in Excel. So you just have everything at your fingertips to make life a lot simpler. This software will literally blow you away if you use it. If you're not going to use it, then just thank the person that invited you here, because you're just going to waste your time if you don't use it. The purpose, I think most of you that are here tonight are serious about getting the software. We're going to talk about the price because it's going to literally change your life. And I want to try to get to a couple of questions. So what I would like to do is just really quickly go in here and get the breakdown of the cost here for you. Now, this is really, really awesome. You're going to love this because the software is a one-time purchase of $497 when you sign up. Okay. Now, it's broken down like this. You pay $400, you own the software for the rest of your life. You just buy it, you can use it for as long as you live. They aren't going to come back to you and charge you again next year to update your license. You own the software when you pay the $400. You're going to pay $97 per month for the reseller agreement. And you're going to want to be able to tell other people because everybody out there that's in this industry is hungry for what we have. And so you pay $97 per month. That's a monthly reseller agreement. But look at this. Affiliate commissions. Remember I told you you're going to get 80%? So when I refer this, okay, Doug is on here tonight. He's a good friend of mine. Doug is probably going to get the software because his son wants it. In fact, his son called me today. Doug, I haven't heard back from him. He said he was going to be going into training. But anyway, so I sell this to Doug tonight, and Doug pays his $497. I receive a $400 one-time direct sale commission. Now, the reason this is so important is because when, let's just say that I signed up yesterday and I invited Doug to come on to this webinar tonight, and Doug buys the software, I spent $497. I paid $400 for my lifetime software ownership and $97 for my first month. Do you realize that when Doug buys the software tonight, if he chooses to do so, I've just paid for my software and I own it now free and clear? The other thing that's really cool is that in Doug's second month, starting in his second month, when Doug pays that $97 a month, I get about 55% of it because I get $50 per month every month that Doug makes his $97 payment. Why is that so important? Because we want to make this a free business and an incredibly affordable business. So the bottom line about this is that when you make your first software sale or referral to somebody that you probably already know that needs this, you break even because you just earned a $400 direct sale commission. Boom, your lifetime software is paid for. Now, when you refer just two active people, let's say I refer Doug and Hannah, okay? They buy the software, they're each paying $97 a month. In their second month, I get $50 from Doug and $50 from Hannah. So I've now earned $100 on top of all of my direct sale commission. And guess what? I'm now earning more than I'm spending because I'm earning $100 from Hannah and Doug, and my monthly is only $97. Now, how much am I paying for my software? You see, the beauty of what they've done with this has made it simple for you and I to succeed in our business and also to be able to have unlimited prospects to talk to. You know, you're going to be able to do so many amazing things with the software using email marketing, phone broadcasting, direct dial, quick hits. There's training all over the website. Every Wednesday, there's live training webinars. Everything is archived for you. It's simply the very best software known to man. I mean, it's truly amazing. When you log into your back office, you'll have archived training, all of the setup of your account and your software. I mean, I'm a complete goofball when it comes to software. I was able to follow the simple videos that instructed me how to set it up, and I did it within 2 hours after starting, from start to finish, and I was off to the races. You know, it's been phenomenal. I've earned over $25,000 in my first 90 days, and half the time I'm only working a couple of hours a day promoting it. I send out my emails every day, just like I showed you. And then what I do is I go on Facebook, just like I showed you, and I get into these groups, targeted groups, as you saw back here at the precious metals. You know, you have access to everything that you need for data, so you never run out of people to talk with. It's simply the best thing. I was going to show you back here the Automatic Lead Tools Facebook page. It's a private group. You can see we have just under 1,100 members, and this is a place where you can hear from the owners. There's Scott Agee, different postings on asking questions. Just a really great support area back here with almost 1,100 people. There's Stefan, the other owner. Make sure that when you come back and join the software group that you friend Stefan and friend Scott Agee, and they will refriend you back because it's great to get to know them also. So let me just open up here and see if anybody typed in any questions. Let me see here. Okay, hold on. Okay, Earl, I'm trying to think if I don't know why this is not scrolling down or up. This training is dated 3/23. I don't know exactly what the question is. See if I can. Okay. Doesn't show me a question here, Earl. I don't know exactly what you're asking there. So anyways, you might try to maybe retype it in. Anybody else that has any questions, feel free to type it in. Or if you have a question, let me go back over here to my document. And I was going to say that there is a good email for me if you have questions. It's leadssosimple@gmail. That's leadssosimple@gmail. And you can just send your questions there. If somebody else obviously brought you here tonight, get back with them and they can answer your questions. But what I try to do for you, because we're all a team, even though somebody else may have invited you here tonight, if you decide you're going to join our team, we all work together. And so don't feel that because somebody else is sponsoring you that you're not going to have access to these Monday night events. We do these every Monday night. The purpose of them is to get your questions answered, to let you see the software, but it's really a place that's set up for you to bring your guest. If you don't bring guests to this, then you probably are not building much of an opt-in list. You're not using the software the correct way. So make sure that you use these Monday events. We do them because we want to help you build your income and build your opt-in list and build your business or products that you're promoting. Okay, we do this every Monday night at 9 o'clock Eastern, 6 Pacific. Usually once a week or once a month on a Saturday, I'll do a special training for our team, and that includes you and everybody that you enroll. So you want to make sure that when you get the links to these webinars to register, you get them out not only to your downline, but also get them out if it's a open call like this or an open webinar. Make sure you get your people to attend. Your opt-in, send it out to your list every Sunday. The best time to do it is send it out. I usually try to get the webinar invitation out to you as a member on Sunday afternoon so that you have it by the evening on Sunday. That's a great time to send it out, get your people registered, follow back up with them on Monday about 2 hours before the webinar if possible, and get them onto these events. So what do you want to do right now? Well, there's 20 people that have stuck with me for about 45 minutes tonight, and that would tell me that if you are a guest, and I see several guests here, that means that you should be purchasing the software. Because if you're not making 6 figures from home in your network marketing business or your online marketing business, that should be your goal. It really should. And if you aren't making that type of money, you will be, even if you decide not to ever tell anybody about this software, which is almost impossible to do because we know that 98% or 98% of the people that are in a home-based business right now are failing big time. And unfortunately, that is pretty sad. So you want to make sure that you get the software, get back to all the people that you have talked to and get them a copy. If you're on this webinar tonight, by tomorrow, you will have a recorded version of this webinar, and hold on to it. Keep it in a file on your desktop so you can find it. And that way, when you're talking to somebody, they said, well, that sounds great, Earl, or hey, Hannah, this sounds great, or Alex, this sounds great. Let me see a webinar. Make sure you send them out a copy. Let us do the work for you. And then after they have watched it, chat with them. If they're interested, they have questions, I'm available for 3-way calls. After a person has found out and watched the presentation, I'd be more than happy to help you to close the deal for your customer. So I'll be getting that link out. Just get back to the person that brought you here tonight. I appreciate you stopping by. God bless you. Have a wonderful evening. Get back right away to the person. Either email them or call them and say, if you don't have their link, and get the software. It's going to change your life forever. Thanks again. See you at the top with ALT.